One of the things where I get a lot of questions from believers, when they tell me that they're praying for something, and they've been praying about it a long time, but they still don't see God's hands moving. When that be the case, it may be that God is saying it's not time, but it could be God's trying to get your attention. One of the things I want to give you is a clue, potentially for some of us, as to why our prayers are not being answered. We need to sometime look in the spiritual mirror and ask these questions, because the solution, you may already have it. And I want to talk about it because we just talked about it in Bible study just a few weeks ago. Because this is a very, very strong chapter and verses when it talks about getting your prayers answered. When I look at 1 Peter chapter 3, starting at verse 9, it gives you those clues. It says, do not repay evil for evil, reveling for reveling, but on the contrary, bless those that do things against you, and receive a blessing. Whoever desires to love life and see good days, let him keep his tongue from deceitful speech. Do you understand that? Now that's as clear as it can be when you're talking about being obedient and valuing what the Word of God, the prerequisite to your prayers being answered. Then it says in verse 11, let him turn away from evil and do good. Let him seek peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers. Did you see the things that he says first before his ears being open to their prayers? See, a lot of times that we say we want God to answer our prayer, but the first thing we want to do is get even with people. We get jealous of people. We want to retaliate against people. And we say we love life and we want good days, but we're not doing these things that God is asking for us to do. We don't watch what we say. We don't watch how we communicate to other people or how we come across. Remember, you're God's best billboard. And if you're not doing that, you're not lining up to be for the favor of God, where he's pleased with your life. Because here's what he says also in verse 12. It says, but the face of the Lord is against those who do evil. So don't look for God to answer your prayers. Don't look for a favor. Don't look to be able to see the things that you're looking for every day. But why? You didn't meet the prerequisites that I just talked about in order for him to ears to be attentive to your prayers. Look at your spiritual life through the mirror today and ask the question, am I lining up? Am I meeting the prerequisites for his favor? Don't forget Wednesday night Bible study. It's going to be from 7 to 8. Also, don't forget Impact, 8:30 on Thursdays now instead of Fridays. We're looking forward to the Taste of Soul on May 29th. Tell your friends. Have a good week.